One of my favorite things that I've ever learned is we're animals first. If you come to sit with me, and if I'm sitting and I'm talking to you like this, and I'm interested to speak with you, or if I'm coming in and I'm looking forward to talking to you like this, which one's gonna kick your butt?
Okay, the first one's gonna kick my butt, but I'm very aware that this is the one I've been taught.
Yes.
So, something that happens on set a lot is the way that you see dominance and submissiveness.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Still real?
Still real.
Still real. It's the idea that your energy and your body language can communicate so much. And the reason I want to learn it is because I'm pretty aware that sometimes what's going on in here all the time, what's going on here influences how I'm showing up in a meeting or when I'm on camera, or even when I'm talking to my husband. And I think that what for me in my world, it was like, oh, neutral is better. And what I learned from you is no, you get to command, you get to choose. So what did I just say? Because like I know you do it, but can you tell me where like you have this thing of like really amazing description about it, submissiveness and dominance, and how like even now when I'm saying it, I'm scared of those words because I don't want to be submissive and I don't want to be dominant. And like in my throat, I'm like, oh my God, this is like, I don't know, like I might even be blushing a little bit. Like why am I so uncomfortable around those? Why is all of our people that come in, and why does the camera magnify your feelings of whatever is coming up in the moment around that? What have you discovered, and what were you talking about when you talk about those things?
What do you make it mean when you hear dominant or submissive?
Yeah, so dominant to me is the thing I used to get feedback for. Like, you know, people would be like, you're so dominating. Your presence is so dominating. Your voice and your thoughts are dominating. And so I think I associated it as a negative thing. And then submissive, also negative, because it's a sign of weakness and it's a sign that you're not in control. And I think it's probably where people would coach me towards.
Oh, they would coach you to be more submissive.
Yeah, I mean, my whole cult, like
Sure.
100%. Like you should be submissive to your husband. You should be submissive to the boss. You should. And so it was a really, I mean, like even articulating it to you feels very dictionary definition and not actually exploring what they mean to me because like I'll just tuck that away over there. But really seeing that it can, first of all, make me more effective at the message that I want to send and more effective at the influence and impact I want to have, first and foremost. But also because I just want to, I know the magnetism of being comfortable in your skin. And that's what I think that does. In your body, in your skin is one of the most powerful forces in the world. And I'm not sure I've touched that yet. And when I watch you coach people on camera, I can see that that's what you're talking about.
What are the practicals? Like, can you think of a moment where where you're like, okay, she's doing the thing?
Well, so we do a 2-part session. Our first part is stills, our second part are reels. And in the still, you were shooting from under. And every woman in the world is like, honey, don't shoot me from under because you see my double chin and I look fat, right? So even my poor husband's like, like every time, like, you know, when they're capturing you, and we do that, like when we're doing like selfies, like, oh, look, I look, you know. And so I asked you, I'm like, why are you shooting from under? First of all, it looks stunning. So technically, again, I was like, this person's double chin is non-existent, so it's fine. And you said,
So for our high-powered clients that come in, and for those that, I mean, honestly, anybody that's trying to have that perception like, yo, you're coming to us because we are helping position you in a space that you want to be excellent and be perceived as top tier, world class, white glove. So if that's how we're trying to groom your image to be, am I going to make you look meek and small and like the woman that you're going to ask to go get you a black coffee with 2 sugars? No. I want to help build imagery using body language and very primal. It's animalistic, but it's how one of my favorite things that I've ever learned is we're animals first. We might be wearing designer clothes. We might be driving whatever vehicle that has 4 wheels or 2 wheels. We are animals first. We have instincts. And when we come into an environment, if you come to sit with me, and if I'm sitting and I'm talking to you like this, and I'm interested to speak with you, or if I'm coming in and I'm looking forward to talking to you like this, which one's going to kick your butt?
Okay, the first one's going to kick my butt, but I'm very aware that this is the one I've been taught.
Yes. So this is the conditioning of, as women. And also, fun fact, from an energetic perspective, like this is showing I'm closed off. Yeah. I'm closed off and I'm bracing. I'm self-soothing with the wrist and forearm connection. I'm self-soothing with the connection of my upper arms to the sides of my ribs. I'm literally terrified. I'm hugging myself. Yeah. I'm binding across the legs and I'm binding across the lower legs. I have like 6 forms of binds because that's how hard I need to work to feel comfortable in this moment because I can't stand being here. Uh-huh. That's not a very approachable energy.
No.
So all this stuff we hide. We're taught. The body language piece is one part, and documenting women, especially, are incredible leaders. We're photographing leaders. Yeah. And so how do I make them look exquisite and breathtaking, and also the woman that's running the show, because our ladies run the show. And also it's being able to showcase both of those things. So, our recent shoot that we did where it's like I wanted to, she was the woman that like freaking took over Wall Street, did all the things, but also now she's getting to show the pink belly of her story and how profound it is. And most people would have no idea what she went through. And so we decked her out in the executive wear. We did the power suit kind of imagery, but then also we gave her incredibly effeminate poses where we're exposing wrist, we're exposing neck, we're putting her in very like soft, approachable imagery that is, it's alluring. It invites you in. So that space is so fun. It's so fun to build portraiture. And the funny thing is I started off my journey with cameras in front of the camera before I was ever behind the camera.
Yeah, because if I didn't know this about you, which is so funny because I'm always like, I feel like I know everything about you and we've been together for lifetimes, but like you're like starting to help people pose and I'm like, wait, this girl's done this before. And you're like, you look over at me like, yeah, I used to practice posing over and over and over again.
Over and over. You had to be able to hit like 30 facial expressions in 20 seconds because when you're working fast stroke. So coming from the world of modeling and understanding, okay, this looks cool in real life, but if I hook my foot behind me and I do this weird side thing and then I twist my torso forward, I just look like I'm 30 pounds skinnier versus squaring off directly. Yeah. So all of that, whatever, Wizard of Oz.
You made me put my elbow up behind my head like a total dork.
It was your banana moment, all right?
You look like a beautiful banana. I look like the most awkward little monkey eating the banana, like stuck in the tree. But that's okay, because at least I get to remember my one epic moment of learning to model.
When I was a banana.
Do this, and I was like, and act natural. Okay.
I do this all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's one layer of the body positioning, styling, and like part of how we're directing people. And I think that's an interesting thing that we do as us female filmmakers.
Yeah.
We're thinking through the emotional side, which in my experience of being with male-led camera teams, they're like, all right, sit up, cool, sit up tall,
Yes.
yep, looks good, cool, raise your chin up 2 inches, cool, all right, go for it. And then that's all you get versus like, take me into a feeling and then celebrate me.
Okay, but this is the part where like I love what you just said, but I want to tell you how I want to throw up in my mouth when you say that, because so this is why I love the headshot and I love this experience, irrespective of whether you utilize it as like your brand headshot or in the press or like whatever on your book. What people get formalized headshots because they need it for LinkedIn, and that's why. Whereas like if you want to know yourself, come on set with Shelby, because that's what I'm saying is like why is revealing my neck freaking me out right now?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Why is being dominant or submissive in my posture like 100% making me nauseous, right? Or you just said celebrate you. I was like, nah, we're not celebrating. Like, so what are the, like, it's that self-portrait, right? It's Frida. Why she's not just this arrogant person, narcissist who loved painting herself. It's that every portrait was a journal to her identity and how she designed herself. So that's why I love it. And specifically with you, because when I went through the experience, so like, you know, we do it together, but then you were like, we should do it on you. And so I was like, okay, we should. Every moment of love of myself and every moment of self-hate right in the surface. And the part of me was like, I need to go call my coaches. I need to go have an aftermath too, you know, places that you thought you knew about yourself surface. And I think we think it's the discomfort of the camera. And maybe that's why the camera is a beautiful thing for us to have in our worlds, because it pokes all the right things to have me realize you're not comfortable with your power. You're not comfortable with your softness. And so that's what I saw in you. These, like, again, technical shifts, but so revelatory. And then wanting to learn. And when you said, you know, I practiced, how many years did you practice to just, like, literally, if you're on camera with she'll be like, oh, just do this. And you're like look like a supermodel in less than an instant. Like how, and when I say supermodel, it's not textbook pretty. Like some of your poses, you look downright broken, like, yeah. You know, and I'm like, but then when it renders on camera, it renders as powerful. So that's what was like.
I know which one you're talking about, the broken. Yeah.
But like you look like a broken robot, and then you look at the picture later, and you're like, well, the broken robot is nice, and like I want to listen to her. Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah,
it's so funny. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that it is a skill, and it's the biggest skill. The roots of being in front of cameras. With modeling, it was 100% a performative thing for other people's perception. I was just a doll. And I was just, the small fleeting stint of time that I spent in LA as a 20-year-old and doing commercial modeling, going to go-sees, just being in that world, I had no connection to myself at all. I just knew how to project something I thought people wanted me to be.
Yeah.
And some of the imagery is like lovely, but I'm like, I don't remember that moment because I wasn't in it. I wasn't feeling myself. I didn't have any intrinsic connection to myself. So if there was any, you've seen my like pre-production, I don't know what you call it, word bath, you know, coming into a shoot and then decompressing after a shoot. You have to have turtle dove eyes towards yourself before you get on camera.
You use that term. I love it. Turtle dove eyes.
Yes. And the ability to you have to be so compassionate because most people don't build enough courage up to let themselves be seen first and foremost.
Yeah.
Whether they're at the weight they're at, when they lose the 35 pounds, when they get the facelift, when they do that, like the list goes on. And I have my own list too.
Right.
And it's ultimately remembering that it takes such courage to slow down and let people see you, and also let cameras see you. They do weird things, you know, like you gotta, yeah, they're even different lenses are gonna have, we could take the same photo with 3 different lenses and you're gonna have 3 different feelings about how did you look in that millisecond of a moment. So it's looking at your own reflections of, oh my gosh, what showed up on camera with eyes of compassion. And that's an inside job. I can't do that for anyone else. I can't do the work of, I can give praise and I can say, man, the way that you brought presence, the way you were playful to adapt, the way that you were so down to just roll with the punches and you chose to be fun and the room just felt like a yellow, you know, beautiful balloon and it was an amazing day. If you didn't experience that, those words fall flat. So it's not a trick. The real way to have peace with being on camera or seeing yourself in photos is like being thankful of like, oh man, you've gone through a lot and you are here. You're here now. Like you're freaking doing it, dude. You're freaking doing it. This is awesome. We're going to do our best. And we're going to keep doing our best. And if it looks horrible, you know what? It's okay. We're still cool. I still got you. And it's that kind of conversation that gives the turtle dove eyes. The opposite of that is thinking that if you starve yourself enough before, if you get the injections the right way and the hair is dyed and the fingernails are polished and you got all the external looks the way that you should, and yes, you're going to be taken care of with hair and makeup, blah, blah, blah. But if you intrinsically don't have that kind of vocabulary in how you see yourself, whether it's in a mirror or just your own inner voice, whatever that inner voice is that's most dominant with you, that's what's going to take center stage if you don't cultivate turtle dove eyes, soft eyes, not the eyes that are looking to point out everything that's wrong and this thing is asymmetrical and I should have done this. Oh, I can't believe that. That sound. That. Instead of that being like soft gaze, put your freaking eyelids at half lid, like you just woke up from a beautiful dream and you're taking in, this is you right now in this moment.
Yeah.
What a gift.
What a gift. You're alive. Yeah, and I think that that's the gift of what we're able to do with people, you know. I will say when you sent me that email for Turtle Dove Eyes, I was like, shut up, Shelby.
Yeah. You're like,
You put turtle dove eyes here. But I did do what you said. Go shove your turtle dove eyes. No, I did do what you said, and I want for anyone out there who's got like a really critical eye. Again, critical eye can be the reason why you're hired.
Yep.
Is because you see
We're
the
excellent.
thing and you can, yes, pride yourself in it. But the hypercritical eye towards yourself, I do want to say this was like, it was so effective. Is I'm alive. This is step one. I'm going to keep going. And even if I don't love it today, I can trust the people who know how to do imagery to do their job. And I can just keep going. But the win is that I'm here and I'm doing it. And I showed up for myself in that moment. And so then ultimately what I'm telling everyone is I did put the turtle dove eyes on. So effective. And then I looked at my images and I was like, oh, I like these. And I couldn't see the flaws. You know, and they're there. Now I'm like, okay, this is what I need to shift. But if all that effort and all of that hair and makeup and all of that great lighting and all of that great talent is what it took to make that image, then number one, I'm not going to judge myself with people who have that team 24 hours a day. I cannot judge myself against somebody who's posed for 30 you're not even 30 years like but like I just keep getting that image of you posing. I was like, oh, here's my choice. My choice is I'm not going to compare to her who's posing, but I see the value in practicing my poses. That's the turtle dove. That's the soft way of holding yourself. And I think that was really, I'm going to use this word, but it was effective, but it was magical for me. I loved myself. I loved what I saw in that moment when I did what you said.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Still real?
Still real.
Still real.
On this show, we dive headfirst into the untamed, often hilarious, and always honest realities of life as ambitious women. You know, the kind of stuff that delights your inner child and gives her permission to play. We know you're multi-hyphenated, ultra-successful in your own right, and you crave real connection. So, consider this your intimate invitation to the most intriguing tea party of your week, where vulnerability is our superpower, quirks are celebrated, and the truth is always poured piping hot. Your seat is always waiting for you at our table. And be sure to visit our website, stillreal.studio, to join our next event.